Hello again. I am Sister Tandy. Today, I am going to walk you through your entire medical examination, step by step, from the moment you arrive to the moment you leave. No surprises, no mysteries. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what happens at each station, what each test feels like, and why we do it. Think of this as your personal preview. Ready? Let us walk through it together. When you arrive at one of our clinics or mobile units, the first thing you will notice is a friendly face. Our reception team will greet you, check your details, and help you complete a short health questionnaire. This questionnaire asks about your medical history, any medications you take, and how you have been feeling. Please be honest. This information stays confidential and helps us take better care of you. You will also be asked to sign a consent form. This simply says that you agree to the examination and that you understand how your information will be handled. Nothing hidden, nothing complicated. Then you take a seat and wait for your name to be called. Deep breath. This is the easy part. At one of the stations, we will check your vital signs. This is where we measure your blood pressure, your heart rate, and sometimes your temperature. The blood pressure cuff goes around your upper arm and inflates for a few seconds. It squeezes a little, then releases. That is all. Your heart rate is checked at the same time. These numbers tell us how your heart and blood vessels are doing right now. If your blood pressure is a little high, do not worry. Sometimes just being in a new environment raises it slightly. We know that. We will check it again if needed. Nothing here is painful. It takes about 3 minutes. At another station, we test hearing with an audiogram. You will sit in a quiet booth and wear headphones. You will hear a series of soft beeps at different pitches. Every time you hear a beep, you press a button. That is it. The whole test takes about 10 minutes. It does not hurt at all. This test shows us whether your hearing is healthy. And if you work in a noisy environment, it tracks any changes over time. Why does this matter so much? Because hearing loss from noise happens slowly. So slowly that you might not notice until conversations become difficult or until you realize you are turning the TV louder and louder. We catch it early so you can protect the hearing you have. Then we also check your eyes. You have probably done something like this at school. You will look at a chart and read the letters, starting with the largest and working down to the smallest. We test each eye separately before testing them together. This is called a Snellen test. We might conduct a Keystone Vision test, where we do an in-depth color vision assessment and test your depth perception depending on your job requirements. This test takes about 10 minutes and there is nothing uncomfortable about it. Why does it matter? Because if you operate machinery, drive vehicles, or work at heights, clear vision is not just important, it is life-saving. And if you need glasses or your prescription has changed, catching it now means you can get the correction you need. Alright, let us talk about the part that some people worry about most: blood tests. Now, firstly, not every medical examination requires a blood test. I will be honest with you. If you do not like needles, you are not alone. Many people feel that way. Here is what actually happens when we conduct a blood glucose or cholesterol test. Our nurse will clean a small area on your finger, prick your finger with a thin needle, and draw a very small amount of blood. It takes less than 10 seconds. You might feel a quick pinch, and then it is done. This blood sample tells us about your blood sugar, your cholesterol, and other important markers. We might also ask for a urine sample, which is completely painless, just a small cup. These samples are handled confidentially. The results give us a picture of what is happening inside your body that you cannot see or feel from the outside. The physical assessment is where our nurse checks your overall physical condition. They might listen to your heart and lungs with a stethoscope if there is a concern. They will check your joints and muscles to make sure they are healthy. They might check your reflexes, your flexibility, and your balance. If your job involves heavy lifting or working at heights, the assessment will be more detailed to make sure your body can handle those demands safely. Throughout this examination, our practitioner will explain everything they are doing. You can ask questions at any time. If anything makes you uncomfortable, you have every right to say so. Your comfort matters to us as much as your results. Depending on your job and your industry, you might have a few additional tests. Spirometry checks your lung function. You simply blow into a tube as hard and as long as you can. It is like blowing out birthday candles with all your might. A chest X-ray might be needed for certain industries, especially when working with asbestos and mining. And a drug and alcohol screening might be part of your assessment, particularly for safety-sensitive roles. Not everyone gets every test. Your medical is tailored to your specific job and the risks it entails. That is what makes occupational health different from a regular doctor's visit. It is personalized to protect you in your unique workplace. And just like that, you are done. The whole medical takes about an hour, depending on which tests are included. After your last station, our team will let you know what happens next with your results. If everything looks good, you will have your fitness certificate within a few days. If anything needs follow-up, we will explain your options clearly and kindly. You have now seen the full journey. There are no more surprises. When you walk in for your real medical, you will know exactly what to expect. That is power. Next, we dive into the most important health findings we check for, starting with blood pressure. Knowledge is your superpower. Keep watching. Here is your health tip for today. Did you know that just 10 minutes of walking after a meal can lower your blood sugar by up to 25%? You do not need a gym membership or fancy equipment. After lunch today, take a short walk. Around the block, around the site, around the parking area. 10 minutes. Your body will process your food better, your energy will improve, and your heart will thank you. Share this tip with someone you care about. Health grows when we share it. Your best is good enough for today. See you in the next video. CareNet Consultants, your partner in workplace health.